What's up, guys? It's Tim here, and this is 23 Days in March, and today's episode will be the 3 best budget Nikon lenses available to photographers just starting out, or the 3 best lenses, the 3 most affordable Nikon lenses. This list is no way in any shape exclusive for me. For the dollar amount, for the price point, they are, bar none, the 3 best lenses that you can have in your kit when you're just starting out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. But before I do, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And let's go ahead and start. So here's the thing. When you're just starting out in photography, one of the things I'm pretty sure you've seen is that lenses can be really expensive. Sometimes when you're just starting out, you're not able to buy the most expensive lens, so you have to make a sacrifice. Expensive body, inexpensive lenses, or expensive lenses, inexpensive body, and you kind of just do your best work. Now, I've been the type of guy my whole career who has always looked for the bargain. I'm all about using the equipment that's available that may be a little bit outdated, but can still be pushed to give you the best look and the desirable look that you're going for. And so these 3 lenses that I'm about to tell you guys about are just that. They're desirable, they're not that expensive, and if you push them, they can give you some of the most amazing quality work. We'll start with the first lens on our list, Nikon 50mm 1.8D lens. This lens came out in 2002. The combination of low cost and high optical quality makes this a popular lens among many photographers. This lens can be used with both FX and DX cameras. When used on DX format cameras, the resulting angle of view along with its large aperture also makes it a lens suitable for portraits. Being an f-mount lens, it will mount as well as meter on all Nikon DSLRs. The lack of internal focus motor means that this lens can only use manual focus on entry-level cameras such as the Nikon D40, Nikon D60, D3000, D5000, D3100, or D5100. Or if you're like me and you have the D7000, it will work on that camera as well. But if you're doing portraits for a family, street photography, event that doesn't require you to get a lot of shots in a short amount of time, then this lens, bar none, is one of the best lenses out there. I love it because it has crisp focal points. It does not cost a lot of money to own one. You could probably find this lens online for less than $100 if you're savvy about it. And I've used it on countless shoots and I love it. I stand by it. And if you are a novice photographer and you're looking for a way to kind of get into that portrait game and not spend a lot of money on a lens, this is probably your best bet. At 1.8, there are not many situations as far as light that you're gonna have to be worried about. I've taken this thing and shot it at 10 o'clock at night downtown in my city, and I've also used it daytime, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I love it because of its versatility. It's lightweight, it's really small, and it fits. I mean, you can basically put it in your pocket if you need to. It's kind of one of the best lenses that you're gonna find, bar none, and it's a really good lens. Okay, and moving right along, we're gonna keep this thing going. The next lens that I recommend for all of my novice photographers who are just starting out in the game and wanna kind of get a good selection of lenses to have is going to be the Nikon 28mm 1.8D. It's also an f-mount lens, and it's also a lens that does not have a motor in it. It goes for less than $125. And if you want to learn how to shoot manual, which you should learn how to shoot manual, you should want to know how to shoot manual, and this lens will force you to shoot manual, especially if you're using a camera that doesn't necessarily support you being able to use this lens in autofocus. I love it because, again, it's a low light lens. It's a 1.8. So you're able to use it in really low light settings, and you're able to use it in really high light settings. And I love it because of its versatility, and I stand behind it as being one of the most versatile lenses that you can purchase. Experimental lens is the way I look at it. I bought this lens after I bought my 50mm lens because I really needed something that could open up my viewfinder more, and I needed something where I could just pull back a little bit and still get an amazing photo. The subject is really crisp in focus, and the background is really blur, bokeh, really nice bokeh. Okay, next lens in the arsenal, the last lens. We're coming on home to the home stretch. Nikon 55mm to 200mm telephoto zoom lens. You've been a photographer for at least a year, then you know about this lens and you shot with this lens. If you're a photographer just starting out, maybe you've heard about it and you're on the fence about buying it, I want to tell you now, buy it. It is worth every single dollar that you pay for this lens. And let me tell you, it's not a lot of money to buy this lens. They start out around $75. To find a lens that can go 55 to 200, that has vibration reduction, that can shoot auto and manual, and you can use it with just about any Nikon F-mount camera, and it's not gonna cost you more than 50 bucks. You can't go wrong. I love this lens. If you're shooting events, if you're shooting weddings, if you're shooting portraits, if you're shooting nature to some extent, this lens is ideal for just about any situation that you're in except for low light. But if you've got a flash, or you do flash photography, or you're thinking about getting into flash photography, this is another lens that, bar none, it's worth its weight in gold. I've used this lens every year of my photography experience, except my first year when I first started out. It instantly became one of my favorite lenses, and I keep that lens in my bag to this day. I will not sell it. It will always be a part of my system of lenses because it has so much versatility. And I love that you can zoom it all the way in at 200mm, and you get this nice crisp bokeh in the background. They have a lens, they have one that has vibration reduction, and then one that doesn't have vibration reduction. I recommend any lens that you get to always, if you can get it, make sure you get a lens with vibration reduction, especially a lens that zooms or that's telephoto, because the further you are away from your subject and the more you need to zoom in to get your subject in focus, the more vibrations play into your picture, or being able to get your picture as clear as you want it. So if you can get a lens with vibration reduction, I recommend it every day of the week. Spend the extra 10, 15, 20 bucks for a vibration reduction lens, and you'll be satisfied. So let's go ahead and wrap things up, because that's where we are in the show. I've given you guys 3 lenses, 3 must-have lenses that you have to have in your kit as a photographer if you are a Nikon shooter. And that is the 28mm 1.8D, the 50mm 1.8D, and the 55 to 200mm zoom. And that's it. That's all the time we got for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our platforms. Let me know if you have these lenses in the description box. If you use them, if you like using them, if you don't like using them, if you want to get rid of them, let me know in the description box. I'm all ears, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. That's going to be it for this episode. Catch me the next time I'm on here. And we're going to keep pumping out content for you guys, because that's what we do. So take it easy. Y'all be good. We'll talk to you later. Peace.